the story behind the red barns is apparently in the old days they used to paint them with cow's milk and local iron from the soil, and that protected the timber. Obviously now it's just a mission brown paint. Probably some of the least developed part of the Erie Canal I've come across near Rome. Bit of a maze to get into Rome. A few missed turns, badly signed. Hasn't even been compacted. This is a really old section, but whoa.
The most common thing you see on the trail is not squirrels, but these signs.
It's 38 degrees, massive humidity. Been riding for 2 hours, so that's about 35 kilometres, and this is the first bench I've seen. So the trail's really variable. Sometimes there'll be a bench every 50 metres or 100 metres.
Riding through Syracuse, really run down and quite abandoned town. The centre of town was lovely, but then there's an enormous shopping centre, massive parking, Destiny shopping centre. This must be one of my worst navigational errors. It took me north of the shopping centre, north of the lake, and this really run down, dilapidated cycleway that went underneath a freeway. I was really worried for my safety, probably the most concerned I've been on the trip. And eventually made it out the other end. My main form of navigation was using the app Komoot, and then I transferred that onto a Wahoo on my handlebars. Another great warm showers host, fantastic kids, lovely time, really appreciate the warm showers. After a great breakfast with my warm showers host, the kids followed me out for a little while, and then I headed off, occasionally leaving the canal, which saw me hit some really big rolling hills. Beautiful country.
My gloves smell like old socks from the sweat. I've been rinsing them, but they still smell like old socks, and you wouldn't believe how many times you touch your nose as you're riding throughout the day. So one of my supposed shortcuts took me through this wildlife management area. Beautiful country. First of all, I went over this abandoned bridge that had been blocked off, had to squeeze the bicycle through, and then hit the trail. And the trail became more and more run down as I went along. Saw my first and only bear, black bear, that just ran away as soon as it saw me. The trail was really, really difficult because not only was it run down, but it was made up of all these what we would call river pebbles. Because this whole area was under ice in the glacier age a couple of thousand years ago, all the stones are really smooth and made it very hard to cycle, and any hills saw you just slip out and fall. Really struggled with the heat, and thank God I got to Savannah and a lovely cool diner to rest and recover. You can hunt anything here. You can hunt a black bear, bow hunting deer, turkey, pheasant, raccoon. You can hunt raccoon.
Cooling down in the diner, and then I pushed on to Lyons. Beautiful evening where you can camp at the fire station on the canal, and had a little walk around town. Really pretty town. Head over the hill, it gets a bit run down, but most of the town is this lovely old historic beautiful area. In the morning I went to a farmer's market. You don't even need to get out of your car to pick up your donut order. They just bring it to you on a tray.
7 o'clock in the morning. I'm just bathed in sweat. Just past a sign that says 98 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's 9:30 in the wind. I'm heading east, and the predominant wind's Sierra West in the US. I don't know whether it's worth having no wind and being bathed in sweat, or losing 5 or 6 kilometres and being somewhat cooler. Nice little town. A lot of work in the slopes. You think, oh, see, here's down the left upper hand. Coming into Rochester, heading west, so this bridge draws up and down, and the next bridge in the centre of Rochester goes side to side. Having a break in Fairport. This town gets 70 trains a day coming through this town. And those horns rattle your fillings. Unbelievable. Really start to get Niagara into Canada. There's probably 31 in the shop. Very wide and good in these options. And everywhere, storage for soy. Yeehaw! Almost there. Almost there.
After 2 weeks, I get a riding buddy for a few hours, which turns out to be great, but also a bit of a mistake because I follow him all the way to Buffalo rather than heading straight to Niagara, another 50 kilometres to my day.
Niagara, crossing into Canada. Into Canada. Woohoo! Yeehaw!
Getting into Canada, I stayed at this great B&B for a few days to rest and recover, and gee, I needed the rest.